Brace yourself, we're just getting started. Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Feel free to join the family by clicking the subscribe button below and the bell next to it so that you're notified every time I upload a video. And if you're a returning subscriber, a regular, a day one, thank you so much for tuning back to yet another one of my videos. Your support doesn't go unnoticed. Thank you so much. So without wasting any time, Ariawena, roll my intro. Tell by the title below, as you can tell by the hot title below, today we're going to be talking about the different types of Zambian men, or like, let me just say, I'm going to run you through 7 different types of Zambian men that you might have experienced or are yet to experience, or just if you just want to know like what kind of people are found in Zambia. If you're an international sister and you are seeking pursuit of marriage in my country, then this video is for you, so that you know what you're getting into. I'm kidding. Okay, I'm ready for my brothers to come for me in the comment section. Guys, I'm ready. This is entirely for fun purposes. I don't intend on offending anyone. However, if the shoe fits, then wear it, Cinderella. Get right into the video. So the first kind of guy is the deadbeat dad. And I started with the deadbeat dad particularly because of the rate of single mothers in my country. Honestly, the deadbeat dad is very hardworking, has a well-paying job, usually very attractive, late 30s, drives a nice car, but refuses to take any responsibility for his offspring. Mr. Deadbeat Dad is literally well known for hit and run. Hit and run. He will make the baby with you and then ditch you and the baby. Like, he refuses to take any form of responsibility for the kid. So he's an absent dad, he's a deadbeat dad, and I don't think I need to explain it further. Like 1 + 1 = 2, but in his world 1 + 1 = 0, because 1 + 1 = 1 in his world, because he leaves you alone at the end of the day. So you guys create that offspring together, then after that he refuses to take responsibility for it. I think it's really selfish, but anyways, people have their reasons. But that's the first kind of guy. Brace yourself, we're just getting started. The second kind of guy is the stingy guy. Mr. Stingy boy, Mr. Stingy guy. Now don't get confused, ne? Mr. Stingy guy is not broke. He's stingy because he has money but will not spend it on you. He will spend on any other thing, on his expensive shoes, his expensive clothes, an expensive car, a nice house, but he just won't spend on you. And you won't realize in the moment that he's Mr. Stingy guy, because you're so smitten and whipped by love. You are within, you are sealed in the bottle. You won't see that he's Mr. Stingy guy. In case you are lost, let me give you an example of Mr. Stingy guy. You go out for a date, and he makes you order your own meal. And then you ask him, oh babe, why are you not eating? Like, it's genuine for you to ask as his partner, like, oh, aren't we supposed to be eating together? And he'll tell you, oh no, I ate at home. He'll tell you straight up, no babe, I had Nshima and Kapenta at home, or I had Nshima and Impwa, or we went to the market with the guys, I grabbed a quick shima before I came here, so I'm good with your beggars and your roko mamas and your what. Stingy boys worldwide. Stingy Men Association. He's the chairperson, he's the CEO of the Stingy Men Association. These men are to be careful, stay woke. And then usually Mr. Stingy guy goes for Miss Independent, more like a lady who has herself in check, because usually when you get a Miss Independent kind of woman, she likes doing things for herself. Apparently she doesn't want to depend on a guy for anything. So usually these guys prefer dating Miss Independent women, so that it becomes a 50-50 kind of thing, or an 80-20, where he gives 20, you give 80. Stay woke, my girl, stay woke. The next kind of guy is Mr. Overprotective guy. Now, I think there's really nothing wrong with Mr. Overprotective guy. He just believes he can provide anything and everything for you. Mr. Overprotective guy literally won't have you ask for help from anyone else. He doesn't want you to ask for help from anyone else. Rather, he prefers providing the help himself. He prefers being your Romeo and you're his Juliet, you know. He just wants you in his embrace. He wants you all around him 24/7. He just wants to protect you. You're going somewhere, he'll drop you, he'll pick you, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's all about Mr. Overprotective guy. I can't say much. Just help me by commenting down below anything you'd like to add, or if you've had experience with Mr. Overprotective guy, let's do likewise. The next one is Mr. Lover Boy, Mr. Sucker for Love. Like, these types of guys are really so cute and genuine. They're filled with so much love and they're hopeless romantics, you know, suckers for love. They'll literally do anything for you. They'll buy you an aeroplane. They'll buy you the world. They'll take you to Dubai to shake your ass on a yacht because of the love they have for you. Now, the only disadvantage of being this type of guy is that I think most of them end up getting hurt, and then they start resenting all types of girls, and then they start labeling women saying, oh no, they're for the streets, what, you know. But when it's literally your mistake, you're the one who decided to go for a nonchalant type of person when you know that you're a sucker for love, and then when they break your heart, they grate it, they finish it and slice it into pieces and make beetroot juice out of your heart. And when you remain saying, all women are trash. No. But anyways, that's all about the sucker for love. Like, he'll do anything and anything for you as long as he loves you. I think the only disadvantage is that maybe they don't bring anything to the table except love. And then as a girl, you start asking yourself, Nizadia love? Bana Zadia love? I don't know, man. I'm just saying. Next kind of guy is the mama's boy. Now, mama's boys are very common, very respectful and very down to earth, humble. Like, mama's boys really value their moms and they speak so highly of their moms and would do almost anything for you as long as you respect and love their moms as well. The only cons about a mama's boy is when he starts, or if he ever starts involving his mom into your marital business, into your relationship. You guys have a minor argument, he runs to the mom. You guys want to go on vacation, he consults the mom. You guys want to like go out for dinner or something, mom must be there. Mom must be there. You guys, who remembers that meme where there's a guy, ne? And the passenger seat is free, but it's you, his girlfriend, and his mom. Who should take the passenger seat? Let's talk in the comment section, guys. Who should take the passenger seat? His mom or you as his girlfriend? Or his wife, in case you're married and you're watching. Who should take the passenger seat? I think these are the minor disadvantages and small problems that come with being with a mama's boy. Other than that, these are the sweetest human beings, I should suppose. The next one is the gold digger. Who said only women can be gold diggers? Men can be gold diggers too. Now, the gold digger is going to leech you off your finances. He's going to suck you dry of any little coin you have. In every way. He doesn't have to ask for the cash physically for him to drain you. No. Literally, he can come and visit for one night, and one night is going to turn into a week is going to turn into a month will turn into forever. Now you are cohabiting. Digger tendencies, cohabiting without input from the other side. He's literally just sucking you off. You are the one paying for everything. You are the one doing everything. Honey, gold digger. Or you just dated like a day, or not even a day, I'm exaggerating. But let's say you date for like 5 months and he's already 5 months in the relationship, he's already asking for financial favors. Oh no, babe, I'll pay you back. Just borrow me 500 kwacha. I'll give you what. It's a bit much, don't you think? It's a bit much. The next kind of guy is the career guy. Mr. I love my job. Mr. Focus on your dreams. Mr. Focus on your goals. You know, this guy is usually in his late 30s. Also usually very good looking. Looks like he has his life in check because he doesn't have any, like, he doesn't seem to There are no red flags all over him until you get into the relationship with him. Then you realize that he's got no time for you. All he focuses on is his job, his car, if his shoes are label, if he's using the latest iPhone, if his haircut is cut by who, you know, such kinds of things. His focus is really not about love and relationships. Like, he just wants to secure the bag. For him, a relationship is a waste of time. So that is Mr. Career Guy. I'm not sure if it's a good or a bad thing, but yeah, that's all about it. We have come to the end of this video. I hope this video was like really entertaining, because when filming it, I just kept laughing. I laughed the whole time. I was just laughing. Please comment down below if I forgot any type of guy that you can remember, or any that you might have experienced and you'd like to share your story with us. Drop it in the comment section below. It's free. Don't forget to like, to comment, to share. It's also free. Okay. See you in my next video.